right? We know like what is the data kind of thing. Ensure you that enable auto updates for your system. To secure data to maintain your data securely, you need to have good antivirus also. Download anti softwares from a trusted website. So as I told you, like if it is Windows, like you will be getting the Windows, Windows Defender and all. And if it is a third party antivirus software, you have to purchase the license, and they will be sending communication to you, and accordingly you can download, and they will be giving this pay a code and all, a secure code, which I enter automatically. It will authenticate and it will work properly. If it is if it is a free antivirus kind of thing, but my personal suggestion is not download any free thing other than from a government or a genuine websites kind of thing. Use encryption to your to secure your valuable information. And nowadays that encryption and decryption softwares are available. And you also can, for example, if that data is there in the drive, you can encrypt the data, and you can decrypt the data whenever you want that data also. So password is very, very essential to secure your data properly. And backup, as we told, like the backup your data is very, very essential. And if it is a critical data, and better to have some 3-to-1 policy kind of thing. So like one copy of the data will always be there on your system, and remaining 2 copies of the same data will be kept in either in a secured cloud storage or in a tapes kind of thing. So that is what, like if the financial institution and if the research organization, they'll follow they will follow that mechanism called 3-to-1. So one data file will always be there on your system, and second will be there in a cloud or in a secured cloud or kind of thing. And if it's a third in a third type of backup will be there in a secure tapes kind of thing, rather than these disks kind of thing, right? Recovery disk also I told you, and the program should be monitored regularly to secure. These are the things which are very essential to secure your data kind of thing. So what kind of attacks can be seen on a desktop? So mostly fall into the categories of malicious software attacks and attacks on hardware kind of thing. Not only the software, like it also attacks on your hardware also. There are something called you might have heard about that. There is a concept called keylogger. So the keyloggers will come in two forms. One is a hardware form, another is in a software form. So what that keylogger will do, if the keylogger is downloaded along with the software without your knowledge, whatever you are typing by using your keyboard, entire data will be transmitted to the hacker or a fraudster. Entire data will be transmitted. So these kind of things will happen if it is an unsecured operating system, and if it is a not updated operating system. So if something downloaded also, you never knew, right? As I shown you, like whether the URL is a correct URL or not. So there are like external things where you can check in, and if you have a good antivirus on your system, so that it itself will protect you not to go to the next level kind of thing. So that if you have good antivirus solutions, so it will alert you, and it will tell you the malicious link and all. Afternoon session we will discuss more, right? So this malware also we will discuss in the afternoon session. Virus also they will discuss in the thing. But these things are very, very essential to safeguard your desktop properly. Whether it could be your desktop, whether it could be your laptop, you have to ensure these defensive mechanisms to secure your system resources, and to secure your critical data which is there on your system. These defenses include managing patches, as we told, installing antivirus software, using buffer flow protection. So what is this buffer overflow kind of thing? These are the some kind of softwares which we can use to protect your data. So if the data is going beyond some level, so you can use those things to protect your data, and protecting the against theft. If you have these things, like you can always secure your data, and creating data backups I just now talked about. And even cassette, even cassette backup is better than no backup, right? like you will be having different formats, to secure your data, like to take your data into the backup kind of thing. One is like USB, DVDs, CDs kind of thing, and diskettes also will be there, like tapes kind of thing. Earlier we used to have that diskettes, but nowadays like you are getting very good diskettes to safeguard your thing. Like we all know, no, that the tape recorder, like you will be you used to get, DVD, one cassette. In the similar kind of storages are also there, still in the market. You can purchase at least that one to secure your data. But if it is the organization, they will be having a secure data backups kind of thing. Don't worry. So this is what, update your patches automatically, download and update, download updates, but let them choose when to install, right? As I told you, you can download those things whenever you're connected to internet, and you can install as per your, choices, and check for the updates. But let me choose whether the download and install them, that options you will be having. Never check, for, updates kind of thing. Ensure that like you should be updating those things properly. By any chance your system, you came to know like your system is infected with a virus or a malware or a trojan kind of thing. So these are the immediate steps one should do it. The reason why we are telling you is, sometimes, I also faced the same issue. I was just traveling, and my system was, switched on, and it was, in my office. Then I just got an alert that someone is logged onto my email ID, right? Someone, I just got an alert, says that this XYZ person, someone is accessing your system at Uttarakhand. Yesterday I got a message. Yesterday night around 9:30, I got a message saying like, your email account it was tried to log in at Uttarakhand. I know that I'm in Hyderabad. I'm not in Uttarakhand. So definitely I came to know that like, okay, then someone was trying to, log on to my account. So that kind of notification I got it. Immediately what I have to do? Okay, I have to go and change the password. But if it is a system where you are not in that particular location, then you have to disconnect that system from the internet immediately, and later you can identify, and later you can, disinfect, like you can check for the viruses or trojans by using antivirus software, and recheck, entire things are proper. Then you can connect your system. And if you found there was a malicious software which is got installed on your laptop or desktop, and as I told you, that you will be disconnecting, and you have to reinstall that complete application from your system. Sorry, like you completely uninstall that, uninstall that application, and you can recover. If the operating system has gone, it is not booting up kind of thing, then you have to reinstall that entire operating system as well as applications also. And you should analyze later part. This analyzation will come into the picture. Like when the system is infected with some XYZ, immediately our network will team will come and analyze. So what might have been went wrong. So that kind of analysis they will do. That kind of analysis they will do, and will tell you, and will safeguard the entire network, entire organization network also, right? So these are the some recovering tools which can help you from, if the system has got infected with some, with some issues kind of thing, right? So these are the reason why I'm saying all these things. These are the known things which we have, commonly neglect these things. Okay, so which may lead to some kind of issues at some point of time, but not on all the time. Using a common password. So as discussed in the earlier session, using a common password is dangerous. You should have a different password for your organization email ID and for your personal email ID, for your banking ID kind of thing. If at all, if you are not having different passwords, ensure that After listening this session, at least you should go and change passwords for all your accounts. So you should have a unique password for unique accounts for different accounts. And leaving your device is unlocked, which is a very very dangerous thing. So whenever you are going for a break or a tea or a lunch or wherever it is, ensure that your system should be locked. Your system will be switched on only, but you should lock your device by using alt control delete. You can lock your device. How your mobile you are locking? In the same way, you should lock your desktop also or laptop also whenever you are going from your seat. For example, if you are going for a meeting also, you should ensure that your desktop should be locked. And ignoring OS and software updates is also a problem. Clicking on links from unknown sources. If the link is came from Govardhan sir, you can, okay, you may believe that like you, oh no, 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 the mail has come from the director sir, immediately I have to go and check it. But not that. See whether that mail has came from the Govardhan sir or not. And if you ensure that like that mail has directly came directly from the director office or from the director email ID, then you should open that. But if it is a link came from some XYZ person, Ramanjineyulu, which you never knew, which is not part of the organization, then you have to check it carefully before you open that link. Downloading files without scanning, that we discussed, and connecting the unsafe devices to the office network. So nowadays, like for example, you have a system which you brought in and which are connected to the office network or office Wi-Fi or network kind of thing. So most of the time office network it may not allow you to access any of the devices if the unless the system is registered with the network with the organization's network. Okay, so that won't allow normally. So using a public Wi-Fi without a VPN is always dangerous. Whenever you go to railway stations, airports, kind of thing, some kind of Wi-Fi you will be connecting and you will be accessing that. You can connect to the Wi-Fi, you can access the information, you can browse the information, but never ever do any financial transactions. But never ever do any financial transactions in a public Wi-Fi or a open Wi-Fi kind of thing. And carelessly handling the device with sensitive data, either it could be your mobile or it could be your laptop. So whenever you are carrying, so that you have to carefully manage, like it is a password protected, and like we should not leave the device, you should leave the device and go somewhere else kind of thing. So along with you the device also should be carried. Downloading the unauthorized softwares, which is very very dangerous. Some of the officer has asked, I can understand, it is a genuine it is a genuine requirement. You can always take the proper opinion from the from your system administrator to download such kind of softwares. But without the knowledge of the network administrator, if at all if you are started downloading and using those softwares, that system also will be in risk. Sometimes that entire network also may into a risk. And leaving a sticky notes with the passwords. So if at all the passwords mostly like you will be writing the passwords and keeping it somewhere, so that is not a good practice. Try to memorize the passwords as much as you can and remember that password by using a passphrase, right? Sir told you like it is a passphrase. For example, I love book reading. So that is the sentence which I can remember. But the password I may not remember. But I love book reading. I can convert that I love book reading into my password, right? So that kind of thing you should do it, and never ever do these. These are the human negligence error which can happen in any workplace kind of thing. So if you can minimize these things, you can aram say safeguard your system resources, and all your data also. Okay, hope it is clear to all of you. What is a VPN? VPN is nothing but virtual private network, sir. See, for example, you are using a Wi-Fi, right, at your home. So the Wi-Fi router, which will give you a VPN kind of thing, virtual private network. So you will be connecting to the Wi-Fi. You will be connecting to a railway Wi-Fi kind of thing. But how you are connecting? That Wi-Fi you are connecting through your system. You are not directly connecting. You are connecting that public Wi-Fi via your router, via your own router. Yeah, we can create that VPN, like virtual private network, at any point of time when you are in the same network. Okay, so you can create that and you can keep it on your the particular device, and whenever you are connecting, for example, see for example, let me give you a classic example. All right, you wanted to catch a train, but directly, if the availability is there, directly will be going there and getting into the train. But to get into the main train, you will be taking some of the sub routes. You will be getting into the metro, then metro will drop you at railway station, and you will getting into the thing. So the similar kind of arrangements will be done through virtual private network also. To access other network, you can use your own trusted network, to access the third party resources, like which is a public Wi-Fi. You can connect to your system through virtual private network of your router, and you can access that internet via your Wi-Fi kind of thing, right? Via public Wi-Fi or open Wi-Fi kind of thing, which is simple, in simple words, which is a layer of protection which will provide you. See, for example, you are work from home. You are doing a work from home, and your office is in Bangalore, and you are situated in Hyderabad, right? If you want to access your resources, if you want to access your resources which are there in your Bangalore system computer. So those things you have to access. Okay, you are working since we are working from home. So those things, you also should have a piece of software on your system, and the same software should be there on the other system also. And if that system, that is a remote desktop tool, it is called, right? So those remote desktop tools are authorized by your organization. Those tools only you should use it. But recently government of India has also banned so many remote operating system tools which are doing some malicious activity, so which are doing some kind of activity, so where the government of India has taken a strong decision that, like, you should not use that kind of things. Okay, that is a different concept. VPN is nothing but a virtual private network. You can create that network instantly to access some of the resources, right? If the time permits, we will discuss more on that aspect also. Okay, so since we are in a desktop, see, these firewalls are very very important, which is again a small piece of software which comes along with your operating system, which will protect you. The lock, see, you can just see, lock your doors for securing your property. When you are coming out of your house, you will lock your door to ensure like all your properties are secure. In the same way, the firewalls are also built in to protect your computer resources or computer data, okay, from the a third party or unauthorized users. The same security is required for computer, since the internet connection leaves the system vulnerable to hackers who want to access personal information from a PC, which will detect, this if this firewall is there, some extent it will detect whether the request is coming from a properly or authenticated sources or not. So if it is found it is a suspicious, it won't allow you. It will block there itself. The firewall, it will block there itself, so that those people cannot come to your system. So what is that, blocking? So one is this software which it will block you, like your Windows Defender, or whatever that other antivirus softwares which you are using. So those things will give you another layer of protection. You can just typically you read this question carefully. I request everyone to read this question carefully. Installed in a firewall is installed at a point where the secure internal network and untrusted external network meet is known as is meet known as what is that answer? Right, so one is like your system you are accessing from a genuine network. You know, other person is also trying to access, other person is also trying to access the same resources from other network. But if you have a firewall, it will stop you and check whether the request is coming from a genuine source or not. If it is found it is suspicious, it will stop. If it is a genuine source, it will allow you. So what is this answer? Firewall point. Excellent, excellent, sir, excellent. Thank you for your response. So the firewall point will check you whether the request is coming from a genuine source or not, and the unknown source also, unknown things also, it will come in that juncture. It will check whether the link is genuine or not, and accordingly it will allow you, right? So that is a firewall point which will help you your system. Okay, so this is how it can you can just secure system. You can just go to the control panel, system security, Windows Defender. So okay, private networks, it won't allow you, and guest public networks, it won't allow you. This is what it can secure. This is how you can secure your systems from, you know, attacks from anonymous users or from you know, unknown sources kind of thing, right? You can just check the firewall you know, whether it is connected or not. You know, if you have a if you have good antivirus also, you can check it. What I can do, okay, I'll just show you. Okay, so here I'm just showing you, right? Here I have a, are you able to see my screen, sir, mom? Are you able to see my screen? Please respond. Yes, yes, good, thank you. You please observe now. All right, so I'm just you can just see a small icons here, like you have a Bluetooth and you have a action recommended and Windows security actions recommended kind of thing, right? Please observe, sir. Thank you. So here you have a, I have a Kaspersky endpoint security software, so which is there. So it will tell you now, right? So here it will give you some kind of analysis and all. So you can just see the network monitor here. So it is everything, you can just see like how it is, you know, what kind of thing it is doing, right? So every minute, like whatever it is coming, so it is just checking every second, like whether it is coming properly or not kind of thing, right? All right. Just okay, we'll just go back. And here you have security, and you have got something called tasks, and here it will you know, you can run your system, run your scan and all. I'm just showing it to you. You can just see firewalls are there. Okay, you can just see the firewall, right? So this is a firewall which is there, you know, open report or settings. Okay, firewall filters all network activity to ensure your security and local network and the internet. So if it is off, it will it will, you know, tell you you are in danger zone. If it is on, automatically you can just see that. For example, I'll just switch off here, and which we can go to our network, and you can just see, right? I'm just showing our firewall, you know, a direct firewall kind of thing. Okay, firewall and network protection. That is no, this this is a default thing, sir. You know, this is comes along with your operating system only. Okay, firewall notification settings, you can just see here. You know, domain network, it will find these are the things which are there on our, you know, Microsoft Defender. I have a Kaspersky, so that is also Defender is there. So it will you know, allow you whether it will check whether it should be allowed or not kind of thing. Okay, right? So these things, it is protecting my thing. This is how you can just, you know, you can just go to the Windows operating system, and okay, you can just type here, and you can just see, and you will get a understanding like what these people are trying to do, kind of thing. Okay, so it will protect you from all these things: firewall and network protection, no action needed, domain network, and other things. Firewall notification settings and settings. Okay, so this is how you can check whether these things are there or not properly on your system. Okay, so activate password for the screen lock. As I told you, like, you have to ensure like your system should be locked whenever you are going out. Strong password for your system and all these things. Okay, so these are the things like which we have discussed again. So another thing which is very, very important,